Okay, you guys, I'm still traveling back home. I got $30 left and I got a half a tank of gas. So hopefully this $30 will get me back to the house. I'm not even halfway there. So hopefully the $30, I just have to keep I keep the car off. Keep the air off and ride down the road to save on the gas. But anyway, you guys, I am somewhere, have to use the bathroom. I don't take my blood pressure pill when I'm traveling because, they make you use the bathroom a lot. But if y'all can see over there, over that way, the lakes is what I always honor my ancestors with these lakes, because the lakes, as our ancestors would be buried under most of the time, there's water here. Let me go show y'all. I mean, they have the buses, they have houses, they have their business, the graveyards, the school. How y'all doing? They got the graveyard, they got the schools, they have all that under this lake. Y'all see that? So that's the Tennessee River, you guys. Just want to show y'all that. It looks peaceful, it looks beautiful, but underneath that lake is our ancestors, where these are man-made lakes. These are man-made lakes where they just decided that any progressive town, the clear people get jealous, and then they go in and delete most of our people, unalive most of our people, and bury them under the water. And that's what you see. This is Blacktitanic. I'm traveling back home from the course with Maurice. Hey, you guys. This is addressed to you, Marcella. I'm going to read this. A common tradition once someone has passed is to send sympathy flowers to be presented at the funeral or at the end of life arrangement as an expression of sympathy. But y'all, I'm so tired of this girl. This girl is making fun of me. My nephew-in-law committed suicide. He's engaged to my niece, right? They've been together a while. They live together. So he is my nephew-in-law. But nevertheless, I'm grieving over it. And what do I get? Who once again make fun of me? Marcella. Speak with your girl Marcella online making fun of me, y'all. Again. She made fun of my great auntie that died on the Titanic. She laughed about that. I try to educate her on our ancestors that had died during the Atlantic trade in the water. All our ancestors that have water tomb as their graveyard. She struck my channel. Made fun of my auntie, then struck my channel, you guys. And then on top of that, Marcella, you still ain't send you supposed to send legal reason as to why they should keep my video legally. You supposed to go through some legal channels. You haven't sent that you've done that. But I've been so busy, you guys. But let me tell y'all what she did this time. Made fun of my ride home after I come from Huntsville. Now that while I'm riding from Huntsville, right, y'all, he committed suicide, you guys. That is a tragedy to me. So what I do to keep some sanity, I turned on the video and started talking to y'all. I didn't even realize that I had said I just got $30 more to make it home on gas. And to me, y'all, I was not talking to you guys. I was not begging for no money. I was just talking out loud. I had my gas tank was full. There was enough to make it home, but I was talking out loud, trying to keep my sanity. She on she in that video right there, she laughing at me while I'm grieving over my nephew or my nephew-in-law that just passed, that's committed suicide suddenly on the same day. So when I turn my video on, it's to talk to you guys so I can have some sanity. I gets out my car at the store to try to go in there and get me some chips, some pops or something. And I realized I had said, well, I got $30 worth of gas to make it home. Not begging nobody for nothing. I'm just talking out loud to keep my sanity. And then I look up, there she is making fun of me, y'all. Just making fun of me and laughing about that situation. I'm tired of you, girl. Y'all gonna be all under my comment telling me to calm down. Don't report back to her. But no, there's some things that I would not let go. That's every time somebody in my family passed, you get on there and you try to make fun of me. And stick a knife in my back even further. No, you would not. No, I'm not gonna let it pass, Marcella. Every time, y'all. This boy, when just in his 20s, commit suicide, and there she is making fun of me on my ride home. She on there with Wanda, and Wanda, do what you want to do. You want to go to the court, tell them that black, that somebody I found black or whatever. Go on and tell them in the court, Wanda. I even understand Wanda, y'all, why Wanda does this, because she do everybody like that talk about Tisha now. When you talk about Tisha, you know that Wanda coming. But I don't understand Marcella. I've told that girl I didn't have no problems with her. I've never said nothing bad about her. I never did nothing to her. Nothing. So I don't understand why she do me like this. Like I said, a common tradition is when somebody passes, to send sympathy, flowers, whatever. But what do I get from this girl? Laughed at and made fun of. And you're not a child, Marcella. You up in age yourself. You're not even a child that will even make fun of somebody when somebody passed, because they may not know better, but you know better. I'm trying to ride home to make sure I stay focused, don't have no car wreck. So I guess I'll turn the little different videos on every time my brain gets stressed to where I can't get focused thinking about how this child will commit suicide. I turn the video on and talk to y'all. My journey coming back. And on top of that, y'all know I just had came from the meeting with Maurice in the courtroom. Had to deal with him. Believe me, alone, Marcella, keep my name out your mouth. And you better. You're supposed to legally do something about so I can have my video back. You over there making fun of me, yeah, how I ain't got no money, how I'm trying to get home and all of this stuff. Just making fun of me and laughing at me during my grief. You got the nerve out of all the people. I still be having sympathy in my heart for you when you be going around for platform talk about how people make fun of you and your husband, your sick husband. I be even have sympathy in my heart for you. And then I be thinking, well, why would she do me like that? If she know the pain of people making fun of you or talking about your loved one, why would you turn around and inflict that on me? I'm grieving, y'all. A child committed suicide. It just come out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. But then I got to look up and this girl making fun of me. Laughing and making fun of me and my trip. This is Black Titanic standing in front of Huntsville Country Club, right? My soul did say that he remodeled this place. He said he remodeled the country club, you guys. So that's where I'm at. I'm standing right in front of the country club that he said he remodeled. He didn't say he built it from scratch. When that lawyer asked him, had you built anything from the ground up, he said no. But he did list this country club as one of his projects. Anyway, it's been here since 1925. This is where they play golf at. And I noticed that during the summer, they have opened up the pool where the children in the community can come and swim out here. Anyway, this is Black Titanic reporting from the Huntsville, Alabama Country Club. It is the golf club where you come over here and play golf. So, y'all, I had to look at this from a spiritual point of view. Spiritual weakness in high places, you guys. That's what we're dealing with this show. Spiritual weakness. And they say spirits, evil spirits call out to each other. How did all of these spiritual weakness people come in one spot to be and end up being on air on TV? I know Melody did not know, but it was her husband at the time that brought all these evil spirits on this show. And then what do you attract? They got their followers. They call the millimeters. I don't know what you call their followers. The millimeters is what you call males followers. But the one that's following the spiritual weakness, I don't know. I wouldn't know what to call them. We'll call them demons. We'll call them vampires. Except for this girl right here seemed to attack me every time. And it's always got to be when she feel like I'm at my weakest moment. Her and Wanda, you know. But see, I can pinpoint Wanda, what's going on with Wanda. Because Wanda don't like nobody to bother her daughter. So it's just not limited to me. It's limited to everyone. But with Marcella, I prayed and I said, oh God, why is this woman attacking me? Why is she making fun of me? I mean, my nephew, I call him my nephew, or my nephew-in-law just committed suicide. And that very video y'all see of me speaking out loud, I was not asking nobody for no money. I was just speaking loud and then realized that I had said it. Just trying to stay focused, you guys, on my journey to make it home because I've just learned that he had just committed suicide. They had just called me when I left the house. But I'm just going to tell you guys that God touched me. I'm not weak. Don't feel sorry for me. Because I have a supreme being over me. All these people got enormous ego. Every last one of them got enormous ego. That's why they can't see the wrong that they're doing. Marceau and his wife sit up and so graciously said, we're honest people. They really think that they're honest people, you guys. They really do. The Scott's brother, they really feel like they're honest people. Even Martell, he feel like he's an honest man. These men, all three of these men feel like they're good dads and good husband on this show. And the women's, I don't know what to say about the women's, but I do know what to say about one of them. She lived in reality. She know her reality. She know what's real and what's not. That's why she's able to get out of that sunken place and succeed. But let me tell you something that I know. God's or your higher being ego is not like man. So coming from my book, angels, in the time of trouble because I need my angel book. Yes. Y'all remember Daniel? Daniel said, I became weakened as I began to hear his voice and with my face upon the ground. He was so weak, so burdened down to had his face on the ground. He said, I fell into a deep sleep and I looked at it was a hand that touched me, Daniel said. It gradually raised me up on my knees and upon the palms of my hands, Daniel said. Oh, Daniel, it was an angel that came and touched Daniel. He said, oh, Daniel, the angel said, and greatly beloved, understand the words that I speak to you. Stand up. Now I have been sent to you. That's what the angels are saying, that the higher power of God had said, because he had came into so many of these spiritual demons. And then he had a vision that I remember that vision that he had that bothered him so much. And he prayed and prayed and prayed about what was going on in his life. He felt like God had abandoned him. He felt like God did not hear his prayer. But this angel touched him and said, I have been sent to you. When he spoke these words, Daniel said, I began to tremble. He saw these angels. I began to tremble, Daniel said. The angel said, don't be afraid. From the first day you prayed for understanding and you humble yourself and before God and before your higher power, your words were heard. Now, because of your words, I have come. I've come. I heard your prayers. I felt your pain. I know what you're going through. He said, for 20 days, 21 days, the devil blocked me. The devil was in opposition to me. This is what the angels was telling him, why it took him so long to answer his prayer. He said that Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me. I had to call for help. I had to call for reinforcement. All these spiritual demons. This now the angel was a spiritual battle going on in the universe that you couldn't see. So he came. He was telling Daniel that Michael, the prince angel, came. He said, I remained there and we battled. We battled with these demons. Now they have learned. He said, and I have come to help you to understand the future of your people. It was a vision that you were having and yet to come of many days. So, oh beloved, he said, then I became speechless, this Daniel. I looked, and one looked like the Son of Man appeared to me. So what I'm going to say to you guys is I had to go into deep prayer because this is spiritual. This is a spiritual thing, and it's something that you guys can't help me with. All these spiritual demons coming after me. It's just no coincidence that this woman making fun of me, made fun of my ancestors that died, and then soon as another one died, here she is again laughing and making fun of me. Yes, we talk about how society have take these angels. They said they have taught us that the role of the angels are guidance and protection. Of course, it's true, but the angel role is much more complex and broader than what we think. When they come to give you wisdom and power and authority to carry out any assignment, you guys. The supreme being is not a God with enormous ego. He is confident enough to share his power with his angels. God ego is not like man. We're looking at these egos that these people got. Marcella, she got this big old ego about herself, yet she's going through some stuff over there. She said that people making fun of her loved ones. But her ego is so big till she can't have compassion for someone else when they're going through a similar situation. That is not of God. I see she be reading the Bible. It's not of God. None of y'all do over there on that side. Over there, it's spiritual weakness. But just when I feel like I was at my weakest, when I was riding down that road, getting out of that car, and y'all saw me at my weaker moment, I felt an angel touch me, you guys. An angel touched me, y'all. He touched my lips, said Daniel. As he stood before me, I began to open my mouth. Oh, Lord, he said. By my vision, he said. My sorrows, my pain are turned upon me. I have returned. I had no strength. Daniel said. That's how I felt when I was getting out of that car. And I was telling y'all, I didn't know I was speaking out loud when I was saying I only got $30 because I was so sad on the inside. He strengthened me. Go in the Bible, it's in your Bible. Daniel 10, 15, and 21. What Daniel was saying to the angel was that he was weak. It was hard for him to speak and breathe. He was so weak that he couldn't even talk. He was upset and afraid at the same time because what he had saw in his vision, he was unable to interpret it and he felt helpless. Y'all had these dreams and these visions that come to you that you don't understand. But I'm here to tell you that God would interpret your dream. The angels will send an angel to interpret your vision. This thing that I'm going through, I saw it back in the 90s. That woman called Marcella. I saw her in my vision back in the 90s, y'all. Oh, desirable man, said the angel to Daniel, don't be afraid. The holy beings have strengthened the inner you. Be strong, yes, be strong, and peace be unto you. Immediately Daniel said, I was strengthened. Oh, beloved, don't you know that God haven't forgot your prayers? The scripture are telling us in Daniel chapter 10 that it is the spiritual realm. Evil spirits tries to block the saint prayer. Evil spirit comes and tries to take away your joy and your happiness. But as your prayer ascends like insect to heaven, as your prayer ascends like smoke coming out of the chimney to heaven, God assigns the angels to receive it. God or your higher power, whichever one you believe in. The scripture described the traveling prayer. Just think of that smoke going up there. It was a traveling prayer. Revelation 5:8 said, as John's vision of heaven unfolded, he said he saw angels. He saw beings around about the throne with the prayers of all the saints in his hand. Yes, God. God has distinguished every prayer that comes up to him, you guys. Every cry that come up to him, God God distinguished him. And Jeremiah 1-5, he said, before I formed you, before you came out your mother's womb, I knew you. I sanctified you. I ordained you a prophet unto the nation. God is explaining to you that he created you. It's in my book called Angels in Time of Trouble. That every breath you breathe, he controls it. Every hair on your head, he knows it. Every follicle, he knows it. He even knows your voice, you guys. He knows every step you take. He even knows your body odor. And he predestined your future. Like a chain, he deals with each emotional prayer as he instructs the angels from heaven. They leave from heaven to come to help you. Yeah, I was at a weak moment when I learned that he had committed suicide. One of my weakest moments, and at the same time, that woman, Marcella, laughing again at me and making fun of me. But I'm strong, Marcella. I'm not weak. I got a lot of strength in here because my higher power lives inside of me. Yes, I'm human. I got all of y'all under my video. One person is telling me that this certain blogger said I'd had no business at the Scott's hearing. God knows you don't know my past. Whatever hearing, that was my hearing too. That was my hearing, my counterclaim. I had the right to be there. But you tell me that this other blogger said I had no rights to be there at that hearing. Or you talking about the other hearing with that man, Mr. Smith, that I was in. The judge said I could be there. Yeah, I show my credentials. I have a journalist credential. Yes, I do. I'm able to go any place I want to and get into any event I want to get in with my journalist. Called a press pass. It's what it called, y'all. But I'm strengthened and I'm strong now, y'all. You had me, Marcella, every time. This your second time doing me like this. I'm just wondering about you now. I'm wondering about why would this woman make fun of my dead ancestors? Why? Why would you want to make fun of me at my weakest moment when I'm grieving over the death of my loved one? But I've been in prayer and I'm strengthened on the inside and I am courage. But you, the ancestors gonna deal with you. Spiritual weakness from high places. This is Black Titanic. Hit that like button, share and subscribe. Well, I'm here, you guys, at the courthouse, Madison County Courthouse, getting ready to go on the inside, right? Them steps got me, y'all. Y'all want to see what it look like around here? Yeah. On my way in. Yeah, this here little steps right there. So, have my bodyguard with me. Don't want to be shown on the thing, but now the air, y'all, getting ready to go in. Right. Madison Courthouse entrance. The disappearance of Melinda Ford. The disappearance of Melinda still remains an unsolved history. It's a cold case file. Oral history, as told by the elders, is that she was an unlisted passenger aboard the Titanic. She was traveling as a personal caregiver with a European